Hello, King Abdullah here. Welcome back to Time Motivation. Today I'm going to give you a tour of our airplanes at Toronto Airways Canadian Flight Academy. So I'm going to be on my bicycle going around giving you a tour. This is the Piper Seminole PA-44, the aircraft we use for multi-engine training. And also, if you want to do IFR training on a multi-engine airplane, this is your guy, PA-44 Foxtrot India Sierra Yankee. Guys, if you can see in the distance, the visibility is quite compromised. This is due to the smoke, the wildfires in Montreal. It's affecting visibility for flight training, and because of that, our entire fleet is grounded. Because the weather isn't really suitable for flight training. You need to see where you're flying. Imagine some of us are 5, 6, 7 planes out there all training, and we can't see each other. That's going to pose a challenge, a hazard actually, and because of that, the entire fleet is grounded until the smoke clears. It's been here for a couple of weeks. Not ideal, but what can we do? Here we have Foxtrot Whiskey Lima Quebec. One of the student favorites, flies really nicely. As you can see, most of our planes are Cessna 172S models. They have about 53 gallons usable fuel, which means you can put 6, 7, up to 8 hours actually, depending on how much you lean the mixture of flying with these airplanes. Range about 600 nautical miles. As you can see, the fuel is located on the tanks, which are located in the wings, and we have our single engine, by the way. Yeah, about 180 brake horsepower at 2700 rpm. We go to the next, Golf Bravo Whiskey Quebec. Now this aircraft here is one of the 2 planes we use for spins. There are 2 planes in the Academy which are the lightest, and we designate them as spin airplanes. Reason being, because they are light, we keep them usually at just 30 gallons. So if a student and an instructor wants to go do spins, they can use that plane and find themselves within the weight category that is designated for spins, 2200 pounds to be specific. So this is a spin airplane. Probably it's done more spin than any other airplane in the fleet. This one right here, and that's the call sign at the back, Charlie Das Golf Bravo Whiskey Quebec. That's how you will hear this plane. And once you get inside the plane, we don't use your name anymore. It's the name of the plane, because they fly, not you. And here is Golf Alfa Romeo, Foxtrot Golf Alfa Romeo. I like flying this plane. It has very good stall characteristics. Here we have Golf India Sierra Tango. Now you be wondering, why do we tie the planes down? Well, these are light airplanes, right? And so if you don't tie them, the winds can just blow them away. So we tie them really tight, as you can see. And even the control surface, like the aileron, like the rudder, they're all tight, right? You have right here, that's the rudder lock, right? They're all sitting here. So planes weren't designed to stay on the ground, but if we can't use them due to the poor visibility, we have to manage with what we have. This is a time the students will just stay at home and just study and then do the groundwork that most pilots don't like to do, but guys, we have to do them. And here is 152 Golf Zulu Sierra uniform. This is a 2-seater. In about over 7 years, coming to 8 now in the Academy, I've only flown this plane once, and that was about 2 weeks ago or 10 days ago. Yeah, it feels like you're sitting on the ground. Now this, you can see here, they're all 4-seaters, right? 180 brake horsepower, and this one right here, a little bit teeny and tiny, but it's fun to fly. I find the controls are easy, and it's a fun plane to spin if you're into that kind of thing. And here we have Foxtrot Whiskey Lima uniform. Aha! Let me just peek in a bit and just show you how the inside looks. As you can see, that's what the cockpit looks like there, with our round dials, our 6-pack instrument, avionics, and the seats, all leather sets, look really nice here. And then you have extra sitting space at the back, right? And of course, we also have a baggage compartment here, which you can put some stuff. Let's open it up actually. Okay, see, it's quite spacious right here. You can store about 120 pounds maximum in total of baggage in here, if it can fit. Yeah, There we go. Now we continue on. This is a bike tour, so the camera is going to be a little bit shaky. Golf Bravo Quebec. Now this is the airplane I did my flight test on, my private pilot flight test. Yeah, I have a special bond with this airplane. Flies really nicely. And Golf Kilo Romeo Foxtrot. Now, as you saw earlier, I showed you planes that we designate for spins only. This is one of the planes that we use for IFR training. It has the Garmin 430, and about 3 planes actually we designate for IFR training. And in a way, students that are into the instrument phase of training will find this plane always available and always ready to use. Golf Kilo Romeo Foxtrot. And now we have Foxtrot Whiskey Mike Lima. Now I have no idea why the students love this plane a lot. Personally, I have good relationship with all of them. But I find most of the students, when they call dispatch to book planes, they ask him, can you give me WML? Can you give me, maybe it sounds nice, Foxtrot Whiskey Mike Lima. We have a departure. Someone is flying. I think they're probably in the circuit, because this is about their second or third takeoff. And I also hear a chopper. This is good timing. Let's go watch. Let us go. It's going that way. I think this is the police helicopter. Air One. They just do patrol around the city. What a lucky coincidence, huh? Of course. And you have aircraft maintenance service here. We do have our own in-house maintenance, and you can get them on the radio on 129.1. And here's really gorgeous sitting place. Yep, that you can just sit, watch airplanes take off and land. Yep, as you can see, our whole apron is actually not busy, because no one is basically here other than myself. Authorized persons only, restricted area, so you need access to get in there. I just want to take you to the front, because guys, in terms of flight school, come on man, Canadian Flight Academy, that's the view that will grace you when you just walk in for the first time. And then there you have airplanes and the sitting area right there. And there's a lot of parking as well if you own a car. There's a whole lot. Yeah, in the last 7-8 years, there's never been a point that I come here and find myself not having a parking spot. There is abundant, right? And then the rest of the airport. That's a really nice sitting place too. Sometimes you just get your coffee and just sit there, enjoy the cool breeze, and you know, this is a good time of the year. It's all colorful and beautiful. I'm just taking you to the main terminal building of Oshawa Executive Airport. In fact, this airport has been here since World War II. And Canadian Flight Academy, I think for almost 40 years now, or over 40 years. Here's another sitting spot I found not too long ago. Yeah, I think I should be doing these on bikes. Let's look at the distance I'm covering in such a short time. And that's the fuel truck right there. Usually when we're out of fuel, we call the fuel truck, and it gets its fuel here and drive over to the academy to basically refuel us. And those are the fuel pumps. It also has self-serve, and those are sitting areas, and there is Oshawa Control Tower. I think I have about 20 more seconds. And here is the other side. Here you have private operators, not operators per se, of course operators and private owners, I wanted to say, will pay for parking space and park their aircrafts here for whenever they want to use it. Yep. All right, from Time Motivation, bye bye.